Hey, Dwayne here. How are you? This is the long version of the breath and body awareness I did earlier. The other one you can come back, compact down, into a few minutes with a little bit of practice. And you can probably get it down to a minute, two, maybe three at the outside. This one is intentionally designed to have you relax while breathing and pay attention to your body. Notice any kinks, any pains, any general discomfort that you're going through. So before we get started, I'm going to ask you to make sure that you are not going to be disturbed for at least 20 minutes. And if you're driving or operating any heavy equipment, please put this aside until later. This is a time to just focus on you and your body for just a few minutes. And you can do this a couple, 3 times a week, whatever feels good to you. But it is always good to get in touch with yourself because we spend so much time doing 10 million other things. We forget to pay attention to us and what our body is saying to us. So for now, if you put everything aside, great. If not, push pause until you do. And when you're ready, let's get seated. And I do prefer you're seated in a chair or at the edge of a couch so that your feet are flat on the floor. You're sitting on your sitting bones. Those are those two little bones that sometimes are annoying when you're sitting on the park bench because it's really hard. And yeah, I know. So sit on your sitting bones and just get comfortable and keep your back straight but not rigid. You don't have to, do shoulder pose. Don't put your shoulders back like a soldier or anything like that. Just sit comfortably, hands resting easily on your lap. Palms up or down really doesn't matter in this case, although with some meditations, we do ask that your hands are up, which allows you to receive more. That's the symbolism behind that. Okay, if you're ready, get yourself seated, wiggle your sitting bones so you're comfy. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, the very first thing I'm going to ask you to do is actually to breathe out first. As long and as slow as you can. And then breathe in through your nose. And breathe out slowly through your mouth. And try to keep the out breath a little bit longer than the in breath. And just keep doing that for a minute while I speak. Breathe in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And just do that a couple more times while I speak. The purpose behind this is to alleviate any extra residual tension that is sitting in your body while you're getting comfortable. This allows your body time to wind down for a moment. The longer breath out actually keeps the mind and the body working together. It doesn't often happen on the first breath, though it can with a lot of practice. And once that happens, you'll just feel, oh, nice, right? And then just do that. And if it helps you, by all means, sigh it out. Just give a big old, let your shoulders drop. Let that tension go out with the breath. Good. Okay, now let's settle into nose breathing, which is just simply in and out through your nose as naturally and as evenly as possible. And your breath, in this case, we're not going to do any special counting. Your breath is your breath. So what works for you works for you. What works for me works for me. Everyone has a different breath. And in this case, for what this body breath exercise, it is important that you do your own breathing. And the only thing I'm going to say throughout the video is to just keep breathing, because as we go through the exercises, you're going to notice that you might stop breathing. And that's okay until you get used to doing it. It's completely normal. Completely normal. Okay, ready? You can close your eyes or leave your eyes open. It doesn't really matter. Just be comfy. I'm going to start with your toes. Just notice your toes. How are they? Are they cold? Are they warm? Are they cramped inside a shoe? Give your toes a little wiggle. Just a wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. How do they feel? Good. Now notice the soles of your feet. How's the surface that they're on? Is it cushy like a carpet? Is it hard on the floor? Is it warm? Are they cold? How do they feel? Just notice and keep breathing normally. Breathe in and out. And just notice. This is all this is going to be. Just notice. Okay, to move up to your ankle. How does your ankle feel? Is it stiff? Have you been doing a lot of walking? Just notice. Keep breathing. Good. Now, shift your attention up a little bit to your calves. Notice. How do they feel? Are they a little warm? Are they a little stiff? Are they cool? Keep breathing. In and out, whatever is normal for you. Preferably through your nose. Breathe. In and out. We're going to, and you can alternate your legs or you can do them both at the same time. So simply raise your heel off the floor. So you're flexing your calf a little bit and then gently lower back down. Raise up and lower back down. Raise your legs, your heels, sorry, raise your heels and lower back down. Let's do that a couple more times. And just notice how your legs are feeling when you raise your heels. And hold it for a second and then lower back down. Raise your heels. And then lower back down. And rest there for a moment. And notice how your calves are feeling. If you are not used to doing this, probably should have said this first, but if you're not used to doing this, you may feel a little cramped. So go a little slower or do a little less flexing and just find out what your comfort zone is. With time, it will get infinitesimally easier. Really, really. And I remember the first time I tried it, I got a cramp in my calf. Oh, and that hurts. Oh, man, it hurts. Anyway, okay, let's move on. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to raise the lower half of our leg so it's almost even with the thigh. Basically, what that means is if you're sitting like this, you're going to lift it a little bit and then straighten. And then fold and push it back down. Lift the other leg and straighten and lower and put it back down on the ground. We're going to do this one leg at a time, starting with the left. And how's your breathing? Are you breathing normally? Okay, good. Now just raise your leg as far as you're able. You don't have to make it completely parallel. Just raise it a little bit and then lower it back down. And then move over to the right side. Raise your right leg and lower back down. One more time on the left side, up, raise the lower half of your leg, and lower back down. And then go over to the right side, raise the lower side of your right leg, and lower back down. Keep breathing. Raise the lower half of your left leg and lower back down. Raise the lower half of your right leg and lower back down. Now just sit there for a minute. Recognize how your breathing is. And how do your legs feel? Good. How's your breathing? If you find yourself breathing a little more than usual, feel free to pause for a moment and wait till your breath settles back down into a normal routine. The reason your breath may elevate at this stage, even though we're hardly even doing anything, is because you're using some of the larger muscles, which are your thigh muscles, and they do tend to pump more blood. And as you pump more blood into your system, you're going to get a little more oxygen in your system. And that may increase your breath a little bit. And that is perfectly normal and it's perfectly okay. Good. And when you're ready, we're going to do a similar move with the leg, except we're going to, as we're sitting, we're going to leave the leg bent. We're just going to simply lift the knee a teeny bit. And then go over to the right knee, lift a little bit, and place it back down. Lift the left knee a little bit and lower down. Lift the right knee a little bit and lower down. Okay, are you ready? Lift your left knee just a teeny bit and lower back down. Lift the right knee a little bit and lower back down. Lift the left knee a little bit and lower back down. Lift the right knee a little bit and lower back down. Keep breathing. One more time on the left side, up and down. One more time on the right side, up and down. I'll try one more time on the left and down. And one more time on the right, up and down. Wonderful. And again, notice how you're breathing. What's your body saying to you? What's your breath saying to you? Are your legs talking? And again, these exercises might be a little different for you, so you may or may not feel a little discomfort or a little cramping here and there. If you get cramping at all, give it a little rub, a little massage, nothing heavy, don't go deep, just gently massage in the area back and forth. It's like just a gentle back and forth. All right, good. Now let's think about those sitting bones again. Give yourself a little wiggle, resituate yourself. You may have shifted a teeny bit while you were doing the legs, and that's okay. So just make sure you're sitting on your sitting bones, which means basically you might have a gentle curve in the back. So your spine, instead of being completely straight, maybe slightly rounded, just a little bit towards the mid to your waist, and then straight up again towards the shoulders. And that's okay. It's actually to get the proper seating on your sitting bones and to actually alleviate any pressure in your back. This is the best way to sit. I know it sounds funny because we tend to slouch in our chairs and we round our back. But if you notice, sometimes when you do that, you get up, you're stiff. So if you keep your spine a little straighter, next time you stand up, it might not be so stiff. Okay, ready? Notice your sitting bones. And we're going to work on our little bum muscles. So just tighten your left butt cheek muscle just a little bit and then relax. Right, tighten your right butt cheek muscle just a little bit and relax. Now do the left again. Tighten and relax. And your right side. And relax. One more time on the left. Up. And relax. One more time on the right side. Tighten. Relax. Now you might felt yourself, you might have felt yourself shift a little bit from right to left, and that's okay. Again, this is something you'll get used to over time. Now, right now, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to use both muscles at the same time. So you may actually go up in your seat a little bit. Tighten both muscles and relax. Tighten both muscles and relax. Tighten it and relax. One more time. Tighten and relax. Good. How's that feel? If your bum gets a little warm, that's okay too. And breathe. How are you breathing? Notice. Breathe. What's going on in your body? Just notice. Pay attention. Your body's always talking to you. It's just that we've learned to suppress a lot more than we've learned to listen. That's what the part of this exercise is. And as you go through this more and more often, you're going to find a little more information is being given to you through your body. All right, good. We're going to move up to the front, to your belly. And if you can, just gently put one hand over your midsection, round about your where your belly button is, give or take a teeny bit. And just notice how you're breathing without doing anything special. Now, when I ask you this, is your belly expanding and contracting, or is all your breathing being done through your lungs? If your belly is expanding and contracting, that means you are doing diaphragmatic breathing. And over time, this is actually a better process for you. It's not that the air is bypassing your lungs. That's not what is happening. It's just a simple way of when the diaphragm is a little more relaxed, the entire body tends to relax a little bit more. And then there's more information that can be divulged about how it affects your digestion and dietary issues, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Just pay attention. Is your belly expanding? And is it contracting when you breathe out? If it's not, see if you can do that. Breathe in. We're going to make this breath in a little bit longer and the out breath a little bit longer, but again, through the nose, breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And do that again. Now, if you have any breathing problems, be mindful about how you do these breathing exercises. They may or may not cause you a little bit of difficulty. So just be mindful of your own breathing problems. If you have any, hopefully it will be helpful. Just be mindful. What are your limitations? Because your limitations are yours, and what you can do and what somebody else can do is two entirely different things. And one thing I do want to say actually is that there's no right or wrong here. Okay, there's absolutely no right or wrong way to do this because, again, your breath is your breath. It belongs to you, and that's how it works. And this is what you pay attention to. That's the purpose of this exercise. And how are you feeling? Resume normal breathing if you haven't already done so. And notice how you're feeling. Now, if you're ready, and again, in between each step, take a moment, notice how you're breathing, notice how your body is feeling. And then when you're ready, travel up your spine a little bit from the back up and see if you can just gently flex the muscles along the way. And keep breathing normally. I know this is going to take a little bit of concentration, but just notice how your back is feeling. And if you don't feel like clenching or you're unable to clench, just notice how your back is feeling. Notice if it's stiff. Notice if there's some place that could maybe use a massage. And you can actually do this yourself. I'm going to throw this in really quick. If you have a kink in your back behind your shoulder blade or something, and you have no one in the room that can help you, find a door jamb so that and then put that wherever it's sore, right on the corner and just roll gently, gently back and forth over the sore spot. I've done this several times over the years and it helps. And sometimes it helps when there's an itch you can't reach too. And be careful how you do it and don't push too hard. And if you have any questions about that, you can always double check with your doctor too. Okay. It's just something I do, something my husband does too. How's your back feeling? Just notice. And can you flex anything under, back there? It might require a little bit of rolling in the shoulders to do so. A little bit of wiggling back and forth is fine. Just notice. How's your back? And do you have any residual tension? And if there is, and you're not sure how to get rid of it, there are several things you can do, several exercises you can do, but I would recommend either one, talking to your doctor, or two, check out YouTube for gentle back exercises. And that will do you a fair amount of good. Okay. Now let's move back to the front. And again, notice your breathing. Keep breathing normally. And then if you're able, because again, it does take a little bit of practice, just gently flex your pecs. I don't know if you watched Journey to the Center of the Earth. I think it was with Dwayne Johnson. He did a little scene there, flex your pecs, and he had his pecs popping and they were bouncing things off. It was hilarious. If you haven't seen it, you might want to take a watch. I think it was Journey to the Center of the Earth 2, something like that. But yeah, so just sorry, sidestepping. Flex your pecs a little bit and just notice how they feel. And keep breathing. Just notice how you're breathing. Notice how it feels. Breathe normally, in and out, whatever is comfortable for you. And then rest. And notice how you're feeling. What's going on in your body right now? What are you noticing? What's going on with your breath right now? Are you holding your breath? If you have held your breath through any of the exercises, please know that that is entirely normal until you get used to it. Yes, I know I said that before, but it's worth repeating. And again, there's no right or wrong. This is just a simple body breath awareness so that you can get to know your body again. That's it. Nothing complicated. Okay. Let's take a moment to breathe out any residual tension that may have come up. And breathe in through your nose And when you're ready, breathe out in a deep, long breath. And then breathe in through your nose. And if you like, sigh it out. Breathe in and out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Good. We're going to focus a little bit now on the shoulders. So just notice how they're feeling. Give them a little tiny wiggle. How are they feeling? Good. Raise your left shoulder if you can, as far as you can without causing any discomfort. Just raise your shoulder and lower it back down. Raise your right shoulder and lower back down. Raise your left shoulder and lower back down. Raise your right shoulder and lower back down. One more time on the left side, up and down. And one more time on the right side, up and down. Good. Relax that, wiggle them a little bit. How are you feeling? Notice. Keep breathing. Just notice. Good. Now let's take a moment and focus on our arms. I'm not going to do anything special, but if you have the space, put your hands flat out and push out as if you were pushing the doors or the windows or the curtains wide open. And just hold that for a second and then release back in. And let your hands fall onto your lap. And then again, up, put your palms out and push a little bit. And again, nothing forceful. Don't be straining to push. Just try to straighten your arms with your palms up, fingers pointing to the sky where possible. And release back down. And let them hang for a second and keep breathing. In and out. Breathe. And one more time, hands up and push out to the side. See if you can go just a teeny bit further this time. Push. Don't strain, just gentle tension is a good term. Gentle tension. And release in. And let your hands rest on your lap. Good. How's that feel? Good. Now we're going to take our wrist and just simply try to draw a figure 8 with your hands. Keep breathing. Just move your hands. If you leave your fingers just a teeny bit apart, it allows the energy flow. That's it. Just a little figure 8 or whatever figure you want to make. If you just want to do circles, that's fine. Now try to go the other direction. It sort of feels the same, but if you're doing a circle, it will be more obvious when you're doing a circle than when you're doing a figure 8. Just keep going. A few more. And you might notice it's actually a tad more comfortable in one direction than the other. And that's normal too, until you get used to doing it. And then you can say, I can do this both ways. Yes, I can. Good. And release your hands for a moment. Just rest them again on your lap. And breathe. In and out. Whatever's comfortable for you, breathe. Good. Hey, we're going to work on our neck just a little bit. Now, this is a very touchy area for many, many, many people. If you're not comfortable doing this, please don't do so. There's no strain involved in this. This is simply leaning your head to one side and notice how it feels. And then come to center and lean to the other side and notice how it feels. Nothing special, nothing drastic. Don't pull, don't strain, don't push. Come back up to center, go back to the other side. And you're going to have your own comfort level as to which side, how far you go. Come back up to center, and lean back to the other side. Come back up to center. And one more time to the left. Well, my left, it might be your right. Mirror image it all, and up to center. And one more time to the other side. And up to center. Good. Now, again with the neck, before we go on, actually, notice how your neck is feeling. Did it help? Did it cause any pain? If it caused any pain, don't go any further. And again, if anything hurts you, these are all very, very, very gentle exercises. Sorry. And so if it hurts you, don't continue. Maybe talk to your doctor, find out what's going on, because these are very gentle. They shouldn't be really causing any severe amount of pain. Now we're going to look, I'm going to be looking to my left, which may look to you as if I'm going to your right, mirror image. So do what's comfortable, but I'm saying to the left. So I'm going to look to the left very gently, as if to look over my shoulder. But again, gentle tension, don't strain, don't push. Just go as far as you can go and stop. If you can only go that far, great. Do it again next time. If you can only go that far, fine. This is about what's working for you and paying attention to what your body's saying. Okay? So, and keep breathing normally. In through the nose, out through the nose. Just whatever's comfortable and normal for you. Okay, ready? Let's turn to the left. And hold that for a second, however far you managed is great. And return to center. And one more time to the right. And hold that for a second. And return to center. And before I move back to the other side, I just want to mention here that you may find you have a tad more mobility on one side than the other. And that, again, is completely normal. Don't forget, during the day, I mean, part of it is right-handed, left-handed, and it also applies in what you do during the day. Sometimes a lot more things, if you're right-handed, you do a lot more things with your right hand. So you're going to have more movement on one side than you will on the other side. And this can be, again, remedied with a little practice. So breathe in and out, whatever's normal, and move your head to the left. Look over your left shoulder. And come back to center. And turn to your right. Try to look over your right shoulder. And return to center. Awesome. And breathe. I'm not going to do any more of those, just 2 for now. You can do more if you want to. Just push pause before you continue. And now one more thing. Actually, 2 more things. Raise your chin just a little bit. And then lower down as if you were going to plant it right on your chest bone. And again, what's comfortable for you? No strain, no pushing. And raise your chin up. And lower back down to your chest. Keep breathing. And return to center. And one last little exercise, if you're able. This may work for some, it may not work for others. And you may have a little blurry vision after for a moment. So again, I'm back to don't do this while you're driving, operating any heavy equipment, doing anything that requires any amount of concentration. This is an exercise you should do, even if you choose to do it independently of everything else. Eye exercises should be done when you have nothing else to do for a few minutes, because it's a different movement for your eyes and it can cause some discomfort until you get used to it. But again, no pain. If it causes pain, stop, talk to your doctor. Okay? And I'm going to take my glasses off for a minute. Now, focus straight ahead, and then simply, without moving your head, raise your eyes up as if you're trying to look under your eyebrows, and then return to center. And lower them down as if you're trying to look under your cheekbones. And return to center. And then look off to the left. As far as you can comfortably go, don't force the issue. And look back to center. And go off to the right. And again, comfort level, don't force. And return to center. Now this next one might be a little tricky, is look up and to the left. And then return to center, look up and to the right. And return to center, look down to the left. Return to center, look down to the left. And return to center. That's it. And you can repeat those. I'm not going to do it right now because if you're not used to doing it, it might cause a little bit of discomfort, and I don't want you to feel that. And just breathe. Relax your eyes if it helps. Close them for a minute. And notice how you're breathing. And notice how your body is feeling in comparison to how you started a few minutes ago. And just notice. Is your body telling you, oh, I need to rest this area? Or is it telling you, I need to exercise this a little bit more? What is your breath saying to you? Is it calm? Is it relaxed? Or is it uptight and frantic? Sometimes when we try to learn something new, we can hold our breath a little bit, and it does tend to get a little hectic, I guess, a little fast-paced. And that's entirely normal. That is completely normal. Until we get used to doing new things. You know, the one thing to remember is that no matter what else you're trying in life, even if it's just body breath awareness, if it's learning to breathe in a different way, if it's learning a new exercise, it's not difficult. It's just different. That's it. And on that note, I'm going to stop now, and I wish you a most magical day. Please be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself. You are the most important project you will ever have the privilege of working on. And if you have any questions, reach out. In the meantime, take care and keep breathing gently, evenly. You got this. Bye for now.